Ms. Heard, you just testified that this case has been very hard for you. So let's talk about that and why.
Let's go!
All right.
That bitch.
Your lies have been exposed to the world.
Lies!
Right?
Anything I've been here to say.
The open.
You sat here and told this jury that the events in Hicksville started with Mr. Depp getting really upset about a woman leaning on you. Is that correct?
Yes, that's effectively what happened. Yeah.
You testified that he actually grabbed that woman's wrist and twisted it, right?
And told her that he could effectively break her wrist by saying he knew how many pounds of pressure, or asking her how many pounds of pressure it took to break a human wrist.
But your own witness, your former best friend, Rocky Pennington, she didn't corroborate that, did she?
I'm not quite sure what part of that night she saw. There were a lot of people there.
She didn't testify that Mr. Depp grabbed anyone's wrist in Hicksville.
Again, I don't know what Rocky saw. There were a lot of people there that night.
You testified that once you brought Mr. Depp back to your trailer, he trashed it, correct?
That is correct.
And the manager of the Hicksville trailer park was furious that Johnny had wrecked the whole thing. Do you remember that testimony?
That's correct.
Well, we heard from that manager of the Hicksville trailer park, Morgan Knight, on Monday, didn't we?
I'm not quite sure who that guy was or if he had any involvement in this. I know a lot of people have come out of the woodwork to be involved.
So you're accusing Mr. Knight of testifying and committing perjury?
I'm not accusing anyone. I just don't recognize that man.
You heard Mr. Knight testify that it was actually you who was upset with Mr. Depp spending time away from him. Isn't that correct?
How would he know? He wasn't there.
You heard Mr. Knight testify that it was actually you who was yelling at Mr. Depp.
Again, I've heard a lot of people say a lot of things to be involved in the Johnny Depp show, but he wasn't there.
Bitch.
He doesn't know, and he certainly doesn't know what happened behind closed doors.
The bitch is jealous
So you're calling Mr. Knight a liar?
of Johnny.
I am saying he wasn't there.
For
and
saying the
what
Johnny
he
Depp
testified
show.
to
That's a sign of
doesn't match
jealousy.
what I know happened. But I don't fault him. He wasn't there, so how would he know?
He testified he was there, Ms. Heard. Did you hear that?
That's his testimony, yes.
So you're calling him a liar.
I'm just saying he wasn't there.
You heard Mr. Knight testify that the trailer wasn't trashed, and that's why you're calling him a liar.
He testified that a light fixture was broken, similar to the way that
Yes,
Johnny's
other than a light
employees
fixture. That was
testified
the
to
only
my
thing that was
closet
broken,
being
right, Ms.
rearranged
Heard?
and things
Ms.
like
Heard,
that.
the only thing that was broken in the trailer, according to Mr. Knight, was a light fixture. Yes or no?
I realized that he summed it up by saying a light fixture was broken, just the way his security guard summed up him trashing my closet as being rearranged.
Your Honor, I'm going to move to strike everything after he summed it up, that it was a light fixture, as non-responsive.
She answered the question, Your Honor.
Overruled.
In the security guard testimony, Your Honor?
I'll allow it. Go ahead.
It's up.
Mr. Knight also testified that he charged Mr. Depp only $62 for the damaged light fixture. You heard that, correct?
Up.
I did.
In Hicksville, you were
That
the
bitch
only
can't
one
cry
who
'cause she
jealous
too
of Mr. Depp
pissed.
spending time from other people. Isn't that correct, Ms. Heard?
That isn't correct.
In Hicksville, you were the one who was upset that Mr. Depp wasn't giving you enough attention.
Camille finishing.
Incorrect again.
Let's go, Camille.
Ms. Heard, you told this jury that you had no idea the press was going to be at the courthouse when you got your TRO on May 27th, 2016. Do you remember that testimony?
I said I did not have anything to do with it.
Shout out
Yes.
to the bitch in the yellow
No.
behind
My
Camille.
question again. You told this jury that you had no idea that the press was going to be outside after you got the ex-party TRO on May 27th, 2016. Do you remember that testimony?
I apologize. I must have misunderstood Ms. Vasquez. I actually had no idea whether they were going to be there or not. When I walked into the
bitch, you
courtroom,
lying,
it was completely
bitch.
quiet,
Come on,
still,
bitch.
Empty. Even though I had given Johnny's team notice that I was filing
Objection.
the TRO,
Your Honor, this is
we had
non-responsive.
no reason to
Move to
believe the
strike.
press knew.
And Your Honor, I would also ask that you instruct the witness to please stop talking once I lodge an objection.
Your Honor, she's trying to answer the question as best she can, and Ms. Vasquez is misrepresenting to her what she testified to.
Well, I'll strike the last part as non-responsive.
Thank you.
Just if you could answer the questions asked. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Heard.
In fact, you testified that you were, quote, shocked when you saw press when you were leaving the courthouse. Yes?
Yes.
You weren't shocked at all, though, were you?
Incorrect. It was
You knew the press
horrifying.
would be at the courthouse, right, Ms. Heard?
No.
Well, you did bring a publicist to the courthouse with you on May 27th, 2016, didn't you?
I sure did. I'm a public figure. I brought my publicist in case it blew up. In case. And
You
I'm
actually
glad
had
I did.
alerted TMZ that you would be filing a TRO against Mr. Depp. that very
No,
day,
I did
didn't
not.
you?
No, I did
The
not.
one day you didn't bother to wear makeup to cover up the mark on your face.
I did not call TMZ or any other news source or paparazzi source. No one.
Well,
I
we
never
heard
did
testimony from former TMZ employee.
that. Did I hear his testimony?
Yes.
Yes, I was here.
Yes, and you heard Mr. Tremaine's testimony that he knew to dispatch the paparazzi to the courthouse on May 22nd, right?
I heard him say that he knew that. Yes.
And that he dispatched paparazzi to the courthouse to capture a picture of an alleged bruise on the right side of your face. Do you remember him saying that?
I remember him saying that.
That information must have come from your team, right, Ms. Heard?
Absolutely not.
No.
Why would I want that? What actual survivor of domestic violence wants that?
Now, the video of Mr. Depp beating up some kitchen cabinets, you admit that you took that video, correct?
Yes, I did.
Right. And you acknowledge that the video was released online the day before you were deposed in connection with your divorce from Mr. Depp in August of 2016, right?
I believe it was, yes.
But you testified that you had absolutely nothing to do with the video's release, right?
Absolutely not.
I need my
And
50
you testified
M's,
that you learned
bitch.
about it when you landed after flying into LA. Do you remember that testimony?
Upon touchdown is when I was alerted to the
need my
videos.
50
You heard Mr.
M's.
Tremaine testify about this video as well yesterday, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
And you heard Mr. Tremaine testify that TMZ received the cabinet video the same day you landed at LAX. Yes?
I don't know if that. I don't know if that's what his testimony was. I'm sorry.
You heard Mr. Tremaine testify that the cabinet video was posted 15 minutes after TMZ received it. Yes?
That's what I heard him say.
And that this
Need
could
my
only
50
have been possible
M's.
if the video was received directly from the source. Yes?
I heard him say that. I don't know if that's true or if that's possible because
And you
it didn't come
heard
from me. I was
Mr.
flying.
Tremaine
So
testify.
I know that's incorrect, is what I mean to say.
50
Another
M's.
liar on the stand.
I just know that that's incorrect.
50 M's.
And you heard Mr. Tremaine testify that TMZ owns the copyright to the cabinet video, right?
That's news to me.
The cabinet video you filmed of your then husband. Yes?
The copyright ownership of that is news to me. I learned that yesterday.
It's the cabinet video that you captured of your then husband. Yes?
That is correct. I did capture that video, and
The
yes,
cabinet
that was
video-
my husband.
The same cabinet video that was released the night before you were deposed in your divorce. Yes?
That's correct.
You must have also heard Mr. Tremaine testify that the version of the cabinet video that TMZ received was incomplete compared to the video the jury saw in this trial. Did you hear that?
The video that the jury that you have seen is complete.
Right. But the one TMZ got the day before your deposition in the divorce was incomplete.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
He testified that at the beginning portion of the video where you set up the camera, that wasn't included in the video that TMZ received.
I don't know what video TMZ
I'm talking
received.
about Mr. Tremaine's testimony, Ms. Heard. Let's just
So you're
focus on
asking me
Mr.
to repeat
Tremaine.
his testimony?
No, I'm asking you if you recall hearing him say those words.
Destroying this bitch.
Sure, I heard his testimony.
And he testified that the end of the video where you can be seen smirking. I know you testified earlier that you haven't been smirking in this trial, but you sure were caught on camera smirking in that video.
I disagree with that.
Was also not included in the TMZ video.
Everyone can watch that video and you can determine whether you think it's funny to me or not.
That's because the video came from you, right, Ms. Heard?
No, it did not. That video did not come from me. That didn't come from me.
Ms. Heard, you edited out
Amber gonna
portions
get up and
where
rush
you looked
Camille.
bad before sending it to TMZ.
Amber, go get up and
You're
rush.
very wrong about that.
So
If
that
I
only
wanted to
Mr.
leak
Depp
information, I
looked
could have
bad.
done it in a more effective way, a lot sooner and a lot more.
Because you
I
knew
was
exactly
living
how
with
to
a
do that,
mountain
right?
of this evidence. If I wanted to leak it, I could have done a lot more with it.
I thought you testified earlier in this trial that you didn't know how to leak things.
I
Remember
don't.
that? You edited that video before you gave it to TMZ so that only Mr. Depp would look bad. Yes?
That's absurd.
Right in the middle of your divorce proceedings.
Amber, dude, she got
Again, you're very wrong.
50 M's, bitch. I need my 50
I'd like
M's.
to show you.
I need
that's
mines
already admitted
today,
in evidence.
bitch.
It's Defendant's Exhibit 799.
Transfer that over today to my bank account, bitch. I need it by the end of today, bitch. I got some shit I got to pay for.
This is you at the courthouse on May
Bitch, what you
27th,
drinking, bitch?
2016, when you got your
No
divorce
drugs in the
surrender
courtroom,
to Mr.
bitch.
Depp, right?
Somebody check that
Next to
bitch
you
bottle,
is the
bitch. You
woman
drinking
named
some
Jody
green,
Gottlieb,
bitch?
right?
Yes.
Jody Gottlieb is your publicist.
And dear friend.
Camille
I'd like to
price
show you
going
what's been marked
up.
as Plaintiff's Exhibit 1316.
Camille's price, the yesterday's price is not today's price. Camille.
This is a picture of you and your friend Rocky Pennington, right?
That is correct.
Shout out to the
I'd like
bitch
to
in the
move
yellow
to
behind
admit
Camille back in there.
This photograph?
Any objection to 1316?
No, Your Honor.
All right, 1316 in evidence. You can publish to the jury.
The final. These are the final.
This is a
These
picture
are
of you
Amber.
on May 28th, 2016, right, Ms. Heard?
I don't know when this was taken.
Fuck you mean you don't
This
know?
is the day after you obtained the domestic violence restraining order against Mr. Depp, right?
I have no idea when this
Oh,
image was taken.
bitch.
I did
Come
not
on,
take it.
There's
bitch.
no bruise on your face in
There's
this
no
picture, is
bruise on your
Again,
face, bitch.
I don't know when this was taken, and also I'm outside. I was obviously wearing makeup. I have no idea when this was taken, so I have no idea if I can
Let's
speak to
refresh your
what.
recollection.
Porcelain,
Let's
white
refresh your recollection
skin,
about when this picture
fresh
was taken.
skin.
Can we please pull up
No
Plaintiff's
blemishes.
Exhibit 1315, just for the witness?
Get the likes up. This is classic shit going on
This is
right
an article
now.
dated May 30th, 2016, right, Ms. Heard?
That's what it says, yes.
And this article contains the same photograph of you and Miss Pennington we were just looking at, yes?
Yes, I see that.
And the article is entitled, Amber Heard Smiles as She Puts Arm Around Friend One Day After Getting Restraining Order Against Johnny Depp. Is that what the title says?
I know that's what the title says, yes.
Your Honor, I'm going to move to admit and publish the article with everything but the headline and date and the photo redacted.
Objection, Your Honor. That's inconsistent from the way you've treated all of these.
I'll sustain the objection. All right, next question.
Let's take a look at picture Plaintiff's Exhibit 1317. This is also a picture of you and Miss Pennington on May 28th, 2016, isn't it?
I don't know when this photo was taken, but it looks like the same outing as the picture prior.
Your Honor, I'm going to move to admit and publish Plaintiff's Exhibit 1317.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
All right, 1317 in evidence. You can publish.
There's no bruise on your face in this picture either, right?
I disagree. If it is taken,
Extreme
you represent
pressure.
It was taken, then obviously
Extreme
there's a bruise
pressure.
on my face. It's covered by makeup.
Extreme pressure on a bitch.
Let's zoom out of that picture for a moment, please. Thanks.
Camille is the
That's
deal
Josh Drew in this picture,
of
right?
a real bitch of the year.
Yes, that's correct.
And Miss Pennington.
That is correct.
One bitch
There
up for
too?
real bitch of the year.
That
Miss
is
Pennington submitted a sworn statement on your behalf in support of your domestic violence restraining order, didn't she?
I believe she did, yes.
Mr. Drew also submitted a statement in support of your domestic violence restraining order.
I believe they
Bitches-
both
them
did, yes.
bitches is rejoicing like they won some shit.
Ms. Heard, I'd like to show you Defendant's Exhibit 512, which is already
I'm
in
gonna hit a
evidence.
lick on this nigga. That's what she was thinking in that pic. Oh, about to get them M's up out of him.
You've seen this photograph before, right?
I have.
On the second day of your direct testimony, you testified that this was taken in the downstairs of the main apartment on December 15th, 2015. Do you recall that testimony?
Yes, I believe so.
A
So it's
bottle
your
on the
testimony
floor.
that Defendant's Exhibit 512 reflects damage to Penthouse 5 that occurred during the December 15th, 2015 incident. Yes?
I'm not quite sure from what incident this is.
Get
when
the
I see
likes
this
up,
photo
this is
in a
classic.
vacuum without context.
Let's give you that context. Can we please?
Johnny Depp's suit
Could have
is
day 16
dope.
trial
Look at
testimony.
that suit. Look at that suit. Look at the fabric of that suit. Johnny Depp, I see you.
All right.
I like the tie too. Hell yeah. That's that 50M suit. We're gonna call that shit 50 M's. This bitch gonna break bread today. Johnny's like redemption. Redemption.
Could you please turn first to page 4, 5,
Disney, get that
5?
contract ready. Get that contract ready, Disney. I hope Disney is tapped in. Yeah. Got this bitch a role in Aquaman. Got this bitch a role in Aquaman, her
Specifically
biggest
on-
film
Starting
ever.
on line 16.
Get the
where it
likes
says,
up.
Let's talk about December 15th, 2015.
You said 458. Oh, four. I'm on 4485. Sorry, you said 4585.
4585.
Pardon.
Line 16.
Let's go. Yeah, bitch. You could have got them 7 M's if you wouldn't have went so hard, bitch. If you'd have just
Line
took your
16 where it
7
says,
M's
"Let's talk
and
about
ran
December
away and
15th,
shut the
2015."
fuck up,
See
you'd
that?
have been all right, bitch.
Yes.
Yeah,
And then
bitch,
do
but you
see
went
that your
too
testimony
far,
about
didn't you,
December
bitch?
15th,
You
2015
went too far,
follows?
didn't you, bitch?
Let's see. It's just the first line or two.
Yeah, bitch.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'd like you to turn to page 4603. Starting at line 12. 4603. Starting at line 12 and going on to page 4604, line 4.
Okay.
And do you see that you testify that Defendant's Exhibit 512, which is on the screen,
Yes.
is a picture of the downstairs of the main apartment?
That's correct.
And the main apartment is Penthouse 5 in the Eastern Columbia building, right?
No, well, depends on what. The main apartment's penthouse 3 generally when we say main apartment.
Penthouse 5 was where you had your closet?
The downstairs was kind of like had some of my painting studio set up and a reception area. Upstairs was the closet.
Got it.
Mezzanine office was in between.
All right, so it's your testimony that Defendant's Exhibit 512 reflects damage to the penthouse, Penthouse 5, that occurred during the December 15th, 2015 incident, right?
I'm just not sure from which incident this is a picture of, since I'm only looking at
Even
a
though your
partial
counsel
floor.
was asking you questions about December 15th, 2015, and then admitted this picture into evidence
Again,
in
in my
relation to that incident.
Sorry, go ahead.
In relation to that incident on December 15th, 2015. This exhibit, Defendant's Exhibit, you are the defendant, number 512, was admitted into evidence in this court. You testified that this was the result of damage that occurred on December 15th, 2015. Yes or no?
I just need to orient myself.
Bitch,
because
what
I'm
you
just looking
mean
at a
you
picture
need to
of-
orient?
partial
No,
picture of a
Ms. Heard, you
floor,
didn't just
so
look
I
at a
can't.
picture. You looked at your testimony.
You pointed me towards the page and then asked me a question. I haven't actually reviewed it. I don't know if this was submitted in relation to that incident.
Let's actually leave up Defendant's 512 and please pull up Defendant's Exhibit 725.
Get the likes
It's
up.
already in evidence
Thank you.
in redacted form, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You can publish.
Just side by side. You've seen this photograph as well, right?
I have.
On the third day of your direct testimony, you testified that this photograph reflected spilled wine in Penthouse 5 on May 21st, 2016, didn't you?
Again, I don't know because I'm looking at a partial picture of a floor. So unless you remove the metadata you've covered up, we could then tell. If you
I didn't
remove-
cover it up, Your Honor.
Could we unredact
Your
it
Honor
then
did.
so we could get
No,
context?
that's how it's in evidence.
That's how
All
it's in
right.
evidence.
Next
Well,
question.
the metadata next to it is so that
Ms.
to
Heard,
avoid this
Ms.
sort of
Heard,
confusion.
there is no question pending, and I would appreciate it if you wouldn't be making argument to the jury.
Sorry, I
It's
thought you had
inappropriate.
asked me about it.
No, I didn't ask you about anything. Let's look at your direct testimony from the third day.
Oh, wow. Shout out to the bitch in the yellow behind Camille, though. Like, Camille.
Yes, ma'am?
Thank you.
Shout out Vince. Vince Baldborn, salute.
Let's turn to page 4750 in day 17 transcript.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
4750. Specifically line 16. Do you see where Ms. Bredehoff asked you to describe for the jury what took place on May 21st, 2016?
I see that.
And do you see that your testimony is reflected about May 21, 2015
Yes.
that follows? Okay.
Yes.
Now let's turn to page 4804. At line 14. 4804. Starting at line 14
Yes.
through 4805, line 4.
Going to what line?
Line 4 at 4805.
Camille rolling a bitch up into the blunt, getting ready
You
to
see that
put
you're
fire on
testifying
it.
the defendant's exhibit 725, which is reflected on the right side, reflects spilled wine on the floor in penthouse 5.
That's correct.
Okay, and defendant's exhibit 512 and 725 seem to be different versions of the same picture, don't they?
That's correct.
Okay, so which is it? Which one was taken on December 15th, 2015, or May 21st, 2016?
If you remove
Year.
the redacted metadata, you can find out.
Get the lights
It's right
up.
there.
Or if you're telling the truth, you would know.
Recognize a portion of of spilled wine on a floor, and I'm supposed to know off the top of my head. when
Yeah,
I've lived through
bitch.
5 years of this stuff? I
Yeah,
don't think so.
bitch.
That's not how that
Yeah,
works.
bitch. Yeah, bitch.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, bitch.
Ms. Heard, at the beginning of your cross-examination
Your
last
Honor, may
week,
we approach?
Yes.
we gotta approach. We gotta slow it down. We gotta slow it down. We gotta slow it down. Oh shit! Shout out to shout out to motherfuckers trying to help Amber Heard, trying to slow it down. He's like, nah, ass Pete, I gotta slow it down. I gotta slow it down. On her helmet, Chief Wildfire. On her helmet ain't even the word. She just on that lime green. What is that? What is that? That's drugs in that, man. I know that's drugs, man. You know, we not supposed to have drugs in the courtroom, man.
Ladies and gentlemen in the gallery, I would ask that there be no words or no phrases, no words, no sounds at all coming from you. If I hear
The
one more
gallery
sound, I
is
will cue the
laughing
gallery
and
to
shit.
continue this testimony
The
without
gallery is laughing and shit. They want to stop the gallery from laughing.
Ms. Heard, at the beginning of your cross-examination last week, I showed you an audio where you told Mr. Depp to tell the jury, tell the judge, tell the world that he is a victim of domestic abuse. Do you remember that?
That's correct.
And you testified you found it hard to believe that Mr. Depp would tell the world that he's a victim of domestic abuse, didn't you?
I said I find it hard to believe that he would do that knowing that he himself had beat me up for 5 years.
Oh,
That
bitch.
he's your victim of domestic abuse, hasn't he?
Well, he started to say that only recently. He didn't make that claim up until very recently. So when we signed our divorce agreement and we signed a statement saying that neither party had ever said false claims for financial gain, it was relevant and important to me because I was the only one making the accusations. I was the only one making those claims. He wasn't doing that at the time.
Oh,
and he
no,
signed his name
man.
to it.
I don't know.
You didn't expect as many people to show up and testify on his behalf.
I don't know if she
that day,
Latina
did you?
or Puerto Rican. I don't
Incorrect.
know. I don't know if they the
When
same
you told
thing
this
though,
jury under
too.
oath that you never assaulted,
Get the lights up. It's up in here.
when you told this jury under oath that you punched Mr. Depp because you thought of Mr. Depp pushing Kate Moss down the stairs, you didn't expect Miss Moss to agree to testify.
Incorrect. I know how many people will come out of the woodwork to be in support of Johnny.
So you
It's
think
clear
Miss
by this
Moss
courtroom
needs
how
to
many
come
people
out
will
of the
do that.
woodwork to testify for Mr. Depp?
Everybody who was
Oh,
around in the
celebration.
early aughts knew that rumor. I had heard that rumor from multiple people. Of course, that's what flashed through my head when my violent husband not only swung for me, but all of a sudden swung
But
for his
Kate
sister.
Moss got his
Of course I
back
thought
though.
that.
Solid
I did not
bitch.
expect her to show up or not
Who woulda-
expect
who
her to
woulda
show up.
thought
It didn't
that
matter. It doesn't change what I
solid
believed at the
bitches from
time.
my
When we
past
were
will
on the
come and
stairs
support.
I thought he was going to kill my sister.
Can't
by pushing her
corroborate
downstairs.
shit, can you, bitch?
You told this
You don't
jury
even
under
like your
oath that Mr.
sister,
Depp was
bitch.
aggressive and trashed the
This
jury
bitch
room.
don't even like her
You didn't
sister.
expect the manager of the Hicksville property, Morgan Knight, to come forward and testify that that was untrue, did you?
Incorrect. I've already been through trials with this man. I know how many people will come out in support of him.
Yeah, bitch, you
told the
jealous
story
of that
and
shit,
you
ain't
had
you,
no idea
bitch?
that the paparazzi
You
was
mad
the
because you don't have
On
that
May
type of
27th,
love and
2016,
admiration,
you
huh,
didn't expect
bitch?
TMZ employee to
Y'all
show up
niggas
to
be
testify
mindful of
that
bitches
TMZ
that be
had been
jealous of
alerted
you.
that
Your
would be at the
own bitch
courthouse
can
and
be
knew
jealous of
exactly
you,
which side
nigga.
of
Don't
your
never
face to take a
forget that.
picture of. Did you?
I know how many people will come out and say whatever for him. That's his power. That's why I wrote the op-ed. I was speaking to that phenomenon. How many people will come out in support of him and will fault his power? He is a very powerful man. People love currying favor
Posted
with
in a
powerful
cut
men.
like an
I know that
infection.
firsthand. I've
Risking
lived
jail
it.
time for committing perjury.
Excuse me? I didn't hear your
You
question.
didn't hear
Excuse
my
me?
question.
Ms. Vasquez, if you do
Curry-
mind, please just repeat the question. I didn't hear you.
Yeah,
Curry
bitch.
favor and commit perjury in this courtroom
I have
for a
seen people
powerful
do this.
man.
I have seen people do this time and time again.
Commit
That's why I wrote
perjury.
the op-ed.
You didn't expect Ben King, the House manager in Australia, to show up from England. He flew from England to testify that Mr. Duff's fingertip was found exactly where he said it would be. Did you?
I have never heard Johnny testify to knowing where his finger was, or really,
bitch.
frankly, making
This
a
is
claim that he
epic.
knew where it was when it
This
was
is
found.
legendary right
I've
here,
never heard
man.
Johnny claim that.
You didn't expect
Johnny
Keenan
doesn't-
Wyatt.
Johnny
The
has never said that.
dichotomization of a bitch. She is being
And
I think it's right here. Sir,
dichotomized.
there's no question pending. You didn't expect Keenan Wyatt, Mr. Depp's longtime sound technician, to show up and testify that Mr. Depp is not being fed lines through his earpieces, but instead music, did you?
Not that it matters much, but of course I did.
A bitch being
I know how his employees
dichotomized.
treat
So
him.
you
I know how
probably-
his team
Dichotomized
treats him. Of course I
by,
expected that.
So you probably expected Isaac Baruch to come and testify
by
for Mr.
Camille.
Depp, right?
I'm not sure I thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You didn't
bitch.
expect Mr. Baruch to weep for Mr. Depp after what you've put him through and so many others with your lies.
I
did you?
relate to.
Camille,
I
fuck!
we are the only
Further
ones who
questions,
have
Your
cried
Honor.
on this stand.
Nothing further.
All right.
Camille! Camille, finish that! Camille, flip-flop,
Thank you, Your
flip-flop,
Honor.
flip-flop,
Mr.
back,
Mr. Baruch
roundhouse,
felt misled.
roundhouse, back,
Please let him.
no hands,
And I
twist,
don't blame him. I don't
land,
blame him from crying.
bitch.
This is horrible.
Ms. Vasquez has suggested that you faked bruises on your face. Is that true?
Oh, shit.
Absolutely not. I didn't need to.
Did you ever fake an injury caused by Mr. Depp?
No.
Is any of the evidence of your injuries that has
Finished
been
her.
put to the jury in this trial fake?
Finished her,
No, absolutely not.
finished her.
And to the extent that there may be some confusion over when a picture of spilled wine was taken, why might
Finished
that be?
her.
Overruled.
Because there's so many incidents of violence. There's so many pictures. There's so much evidence. Most people don't have this kind of evidence for years.
Yeah,
5
bitch.
Years.
Yeah, bitch.
And when I was saying that to Johnny
Yeah,
on
bitch.
the phone in that
It's
recording, I was
over.
saying for years.
Do
this has
you
been going on,
have
and I have pictures. We have texts.
50
we have everything.
M's?
No
Get the
need to
likes
get
up,
this amount of evidence.
bitch.
That's
Do
what I was
you
saying to
have
Johnny. It would be crazy to try
50
to
M's for me,
challenge this
bitch?
in
I
this way.
need mine.
It's crazy. It's easy to not know the context.
As
of
soon as the
a
jury
picture of
say
spilled wine
we rule in
because there are
favor
so many
of Johnny
more
Depp,
important
I need
details, pictures,
mine.
And also, so much I didn't photograph. So much I didn't have the
Yeah,
presence of
bitch.
mind
Objection
to
non-responsive.
document.
Yeah, bitch.
I'll sustain the objection.
Yeah,
That's fine.
bitch.
Did Mr. Depp abuse you physically?
Yes.
I don't believe
Verbally?
that. I don't believe that.
Yes.
I don't believe it. Look at that bitch. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, bitch.
Psychologically?
Yes.
I don't believe it, bitch. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, bitch.
That Mr. Depp made against
Woo!
you individually years ago resemble what you've endured as a result of the Depp-Waldman statements?
Beyond the scope of cross, Your Honor.
Overruled.
Johnny promised me
What? What?
he would ruin me. That he'd ruin
Bitch,
my
you
career.
run yourself,
He'd
bitch.
take my life
You
from me.
shitted
That
on the
was only
bed,
way out.
bitch.
And if I got out,
You shitted
this
on
is
the
what
bed.
he'd do to me.
Bitch, you-
He'd make me think of him every single day.
Bitch.
He promised me global
Oh, my God.
humiliation. You saw those texts?
Oh my God. This bitch might try to kill Johnny
What he
Depp.
couldn't do,
This
the
bitch
one-
might
the
try
one
to kill
individual,
him.
meaning Johnny, when he was inviting a disgruntled employee over for a spot of purple to fix my flabby ass up, that revenge that he sought back then was just what he could do as an individual,
bitch.
calling the studio to get me fired, trying to block camp.
Objection, Your
block me
Honor.
from
Lack of
working.
foundation, speculation,
It's
hearsay,
all in
non-responsive.
I'll sustain as to non-responsive.
Yeah, bitch,
Sir,
shut the
how
fuck
did
up.
those things that you just testified to that Mr. Depp did, how did those resemble what happened to you after the Depp-Waldman counterclaim statements were made?
Those are
Objection, Your
just,
Honor. Lack of foundation.
She's.
Overruled.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Shout out to Click Me
just an
Guy.
echo
I feel that
what-
game.
I'm living through today. It's like what I'm living in right now. What you see in this courtroom is an echo. This courtroom and the other courtroom he
Bitch.
dragged me into to do the same thing again.
Bitch.
That's just an echo of the violence and the abuse that I suffered within our relationship.
Oh my
The campaigns to have me fired, the blocking me,
This
to try
bitch
to
could have
ruin my
walked
career,
away with 7
threats he's
M's
made
if she
to
would have just
humiliate me
shut the fuck
globally
up.
are being lived out in real time in front of you, ladies and gentlemen, for the past 6 weeks and for the whole world since our cameras
Yeah,
here.
bitch.
No further questions. Thank you so much, Amber.
All right, Ms. Hurd, you can have a seat next
Yeah,
to her.
bitch. Hold that L. Hold that L. Take that L with you over there, bitch. Hold that L, bitch.